communicate.
Right.
Sometimes we'll have people come in who haven't even talked to their utility company
Right.
about whether either they could qualify for an extension or a payment plan or something like that. So we do try to help people work that out first. But primarily, that's through financial assistance.
And there's so many people that's dealing with that. I've ran into so many people that says, I couldn't pay my electric bill this month, and they're going to take my electric, they're going to evict me. We need to let these people know that there is help here, and there's assistance here, there's schooling here. You don't have to go through all the things that you've been going through, because there's people like our guests here today that will help you, that will walk you through this before you're evicted, before you out in the cold and all this. You know, this is so wonderful. How many people right now do you have like on staff helping you out?
On staff, we have 2 full-time employees and 2 part-time employees.
Very good.
And then we have about a dozen volunteers.
Oh, very good. I'm telling you, this is amazing today. What you need to do is you need to get involved with this program and give them a call today. We want to give this phone number out, and we want to make sure the public knows this number. Once again, call 528-7523. They're located at 311 Barberville Street right here in Corbin, Kentucky. See, this is local. You don't have to go off to Lexington or Richmond to get help. Help is right here in Corbin. And I'm so amazed at that you're helping so many people. And there's people that need these services. And not only do you do that, do you do individual people, you know, like just needs a home, just needs a place to stay.
We do not do placements,
Right.
But we do help with deposits and things like that. If you found a place to move into and you qualify under the income limit, things like that.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Very good.
We help with those deposits.
Oh, that's so good.
And we have a list of income-based and low-income and market rent apartments
Okay.
that we keep at the office. You do have to do your own legwork. You have to find a place to move into, but we might be able to help you with the deposits.
Oh, that
And you
sounds
can
good.
always start with that list. It's a whole lot easier than trying to go through the yellow pages.
And same thing for the electric company and the water bill, you help them?
Water deposits, electric deposits, sure.
Oh, that is so good. That is so good. And let's talk a little bit more about how people can make that difference. You know, there's so many today that are going through a situation in their life, and it can be prevented. It can be prevented by getting involved in this program. Corbin United Effort. You all are making the effort, and it's time for the people to make the effort. It takes 2, don't it?
Sure.
I mean, you're willing to help if they're willing to be helped.
Yes.
There's a lot of people that need to learn to help themselves.
And we hope we're making sort of a dent there. That's part of what the Home Skills Learning Project is intended for.
Right.
We do give them that $300 incentive, but the incentive is there so that they will take the class and learn maybe how to survive a little bit better on their own.
Right.
Without the need for consistent assistance from somewhere. And that's part of the point of that program.
Right. What about if like somebody don't live in this community? What about if they like from Indiana, but they're stranded here? How would you go about that?
We don't generally do transient care.
Okay.
It's my understanding that the Ministerial Association
Right.
generally handles, they have a program for that.
That is good.
We focus our efforts on local people seeking housing or living in housing
Very good.
here in the local area. And our homelessness prevention program in particular only provides financial assistance within the 40701 zip code.
Right.
That's the only program we have that's that restrictive. Home Skills and the Tri-County Assistance Network are both open to all of the Tri-County area.
Okay.
But we can also, if you live outside the 40701 zip code, or if you're moving outside the 40701 zip code, we'll do what we can to try and advise you who in your area, you know, we'll try to refer
Right.
you to somebody in your area who does similar work.
Well, that is so great. And it's like you're willing to even give them the information that they need, you know.
Unfortunately, that's all we can give them is
Right.
information, but sometimes if you're moving into an area you're not familiar with, just having somebody with an internet connection who can do the research and tell you.
Right.
This would be your community action agency, that's who you need to call.
But you
It's
know,
helpful.
it's so amazing. There's a lot of people, even right now, watching this by the way of TV and radio, that don't even know about these services. And they have family or friends or loved ones that do need these services, that could be using these services, that could be putting you to work and making that difference.
And we will be happy, and we do this often, if you have, say, a friend or a family member that you want to get applications for to kind of ease the process. Sometimes people are
Right.
just uncomfortable if they're not used to filling out paperwork and things like that. Happens often, I see, with elderly widows who never handled the family books or anything
Right.
like that. They're uncomfortable filling out paperwork. We can fax any of that to a son or daughter's, employment, and you can walk them through doing their application. They'll still need to come down at some point, but all that will already be done for them.
Right.
I think a lot of times they're a lot more comfortable. So if you'd like applications,
Very good.
and requirements and things like that faxed to you at any number, all you need to do is call us and we can do that.
And that brings me to my next point. I was going to ask you about the elderly. What if somebody, like an elderly woman or an elderly man needs these services, but is really not able or capable of contacting you? Do you have